trust. Link taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog with leash. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when me ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cutscene, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but we call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. Before I die, they gon' know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only got for the money bags and I don't.
Tonight, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's a special Saturday night edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Cleveland. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The Browns on their way out now for the first time, and we'll also get a look at the player brought in from Houston to run this offense, and that's Deshaun Watson.
Brandon, I don't know about you, but when I heard he threw 5 touchdown passes last week, I thought, well, he's going to be the AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I didn't need to hear any other stats, and it turned out to be right.
That's exactly right. Seemed like every time we turned around, he was throwing one in the end zone. But he doubled down. He said, I see 5 more in this game. Challenge accepted.
Challenge.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And, Charles, you see the numbers for Amari Cooper last week. He was pretty prophetic. He said before that game, I want to get in the end zone often. He got there 3 times.
Yeah, it's one thing to catch a lot of footballs. That is important, but it's what you do after the catch that can make you great. And he had a great game last week.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. Here's Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Here come the Ravens, and that means here comes Lamar Jackson, league's MVP and an All-Pro in 2019.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. Now Dobbins again on second down. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole. And then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off. But you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Here's Watson. And he wisely will throw that one away. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Flowers. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Cleveland offense making their way out. And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming on both of their schedules.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw is Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Right back to Njoku. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now it's Watson. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down.
He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
The Ravens ready to take over. They take over here with good field position thanks to that nice return after the interception, as they're already in the red zone, 1st and 10. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
Here's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
They will start this drive with Ford. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Watson. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
Inside the 20.
And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. Now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
And they are in an absolutely golden spot. It's 1st and goal following the fumble return.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Touchdown! Mark Andrews, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens have taken the lead.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on second down. Watson.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Felton.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Well, it certainly appears that the big guys up front have taken charge of the line of scrimmage. 2 really nice plays back-to-back. But on the defensive side of the ball, there shouldn't be any despair. Okay, they've got us a couple of times here. Hang in there, keep your composure, and try and figure it out for the next play.
Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now Watson. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He's got a man, complete.
And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Jackson being chased out left.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Now Jackson. This is caught. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Dobbins. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Second down and goal. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Edwards will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was polished off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Ford. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Watson off play action. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Watson now to throw. And he'll just get rid of it. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is brought in at the 21. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman.
65 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Watson's throw here into the hands of Moore.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Watson
complete on the quick throw to Moore. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to throw again. He's got Njoku, his big tight end.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, and his throw here's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a handoff up the middle. Felton, and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 1st down, Watson. And incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Watson.
Open man here, Schwartz, complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Watson on 3rd down. This complete to David Bell. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
6 yards left on 2nd down. To the air yet again. Watson working the middle, and he's got it complete to Akins, the tight end. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 2nd and goal, Watson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. I can't imagine we'd see another throw here. 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try and run for it with Ford. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Jerome Ford, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. York now for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Throw right side here taken in by Bateman. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From the 39, Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Some of the best games of the weekend come in that 1 o'clock Eastern window, one of which features the Panthers at home in Carolina, as they'll have to contend with the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Then later, they'll let the sun die down a bit in Tampa. A late start here in Florida, where it'll be the Buccaneers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Then on Sunday night, this one will be very interesting. The Patriots head west to take on their former offensive coordinator, Josh McDaniels, and the Las Vegas Raiders. In the game you're watching, we've seen a strong first half out of Lamar Jackson. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front. As we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
But I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1 yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now it's Jackson. A swing pass here to Edwards. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. Dobbins on the slant route. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now. Again, Jackson. That is caught inside the 5. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive spans 13 plays.
And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Watson.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Here's Watson. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. That one goes for 8 yards.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And Myles Garrett, the All-Pro, in on the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Jackson. That'll be complete to Dobbins. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. From the gun, Jackson. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens send their punter out now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now it's Watson. Slant route complete to Bell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. To throw is Watson. Buying time to his left. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Steps away to his left. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Now Watson. That's complete to the tight end, Akins. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Watson looks to throw again. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Watson. Flushed out right. Got a man. It's Schwartz, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. They go play action now. Jackson. High throw, but the catch is made. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Here's Jackson to throw. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will remain an 11-point spread. Cleveland offense making their way out. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this fourth quarter deficit.
Well, he might be the best kicker the game's ever seen, and we've seen him hit from 66, which is the all-time record. But anything 60-plus, that's a very low percentage kick. Don't tell him. He doesn't believe it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Ravens are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. Jackson now. Over the middle to Beckham. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That's taken on the 25. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Up the middle they go. Felton, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. He's going to have the hook up the shorts.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Watson to throw.
Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Now Watson. Complete to Akins.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Here's Watson. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Jackson, draw play to Dobbins.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And that is no good. And this will remain an 11-point spread. And that miss should just about write a finish to this one.
Yeah, they needed 2 scores, and they needed that field goal there to be the first one and still give them an opportunity. But now, with the time left on the clock, I think this one's about finished.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down.
Watson.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football.
2nd down at 5. To throw, Watson.
Being chased out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here, time ticking away. Looking for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
So it's a win here for the Ravens, and it was just too much Lamar Jackson. He really played well.
Yeah, he really threw the ball well, didn't he? Well over 300 yards passing, hit on 3 touchdown passes, and is delivering the ball in rhythm all game long.
So for Baltimore, they're not